Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Frida Tate, and in today's video I am going to tell you how I became a Canadian citizen. Maybe you didn't know this before, but yes, I have a dual citizenship. I have the Zambian citizenship as well as the Canadian citizenship, meaning that I have a Canadian passport and the Zambian passport. So anytime I want to go, I do not have to go to the High Com to line up for the visa because I am a citizen. All I need is a plane ticket and I'm off to Canada. Yes, becoming a Canadian citizen has brought a lot of privileges when it comes to traveling. For example, if I wanted to travel to the US, again, being a Canadian citizen, I do not need to get a visa to the US to enter the US. I just get a stamp by the airport or by the border if I'm going by road, by the border, and I can basically travel to the most countries in the world. Maybe some countries in Africa or whatever, I don't know, but I just need a plane ticket and I'm there. So I am going to tell you really how I became a Canadian citizen. So let's jump right into the video. Contrary to the common belief, most people believe that because I am married to a Canadian, then automatically I become a citizen or I can travel to Canada anytime. I had to go through the process that anybody else that's not married to a Canadian goes through. People that are married to Canadians, they go through a process as well. Let me tell you the process that I had to go through. We got married in Lusaka, Zambia. My husband went back to Canada. He was there. We decided that it would be nice for me to go and visit Canada before I moved there for good. So I was like, okay, cool, that sounds good. That sounds like a plan. So I applied for a visa because honestly speaking, I genuinely just wanted to go there for a visit for a few months, visit, then come back. They denied. So I was, I'm gonna be honest, I was brokenhearted. I remember crying profusely. I didn't like it. My husband called and I told him the news that this is what has happened, and he was disappointed, to say the least. So he decided that because he was missing the wife, we had just gotten married, and who wouldn't want to be with their significant other just to be together after they have just gotten married? So he decided that he's gonna come back to Zambia to visit me, to see me, because we were missing each other, right? And so after a couple months, he came back. We visited together and we actually did a ceremony, because at the time that we had gotten married, we didn't do a wedding ceremony. So So at this time, we even planned for a ceremony, wedding ceremony, where we invited friends and relatives to come and dance with us, to come and drink with us and eat with us. And he came, and what we did is we went to the Canadian High Com to see what we could do about it, any other thing that we need to prove that we are genuinely married. We visited, and then he went back to Canada. We were apart yet again, yeah. But then not for too long, because the plan was that he was going to Florida in the US for his continued education. And so we figured I just get the American visa, such that if they did deny me the Canadian visa, then what the heck, I could just travel to the US, we meet there and we visit, then I go back to Zambia. And yeah, but I applied for the American visa, I was granted the visa, I got the American visa. And so when I reapplied for the Canadian visa, it was not hard. I guess I figured if I was good, if I was okay for Americans, then I would be okay for the Canadians as well. So they did give me the visa after I reapplied. They gave me the visa, and so I was on my way to Canada. I went to Canada, I got there, then because it was in the plans that I come with him to the US for while he's doing his continued education. I actually came back to Zambia and I reported to the embassy. I'm like, in your face, you denied me the visa because you thought I wouldn't come back. But look, I went and I came back. And they were just nice and smiling, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then we planned that I go visit in Canada again. I guess that was after maybe 3 months. But this time we were actually planning that I go to Canada, then I'm gonna put in the application for permanent residence. Because, okay, here's the thing. The application for permanent residence takes about, if I'm not mistaken, it might take 6 to 9 months depending. And so we just didn't want to be apart for that long. Therefore, the easiest route, the easiest or the shortest route we figured was for me to get another visitor visa. I go to Canada, then we put in, while I'm in Canada, then we can put in the application for permanent residence. My application for permanent residence was put in, and I was waiting for it, and in the meantime I couldn't travel outside of Canada. I had to stay within Canada because I was on a visitor's visa, like single entry, meaning that if I left Canada, it would be a problem for me to come back into Canada. I have to travel back to my home country to apply for another visa in order for me to get back into Canada. Fast forward, my permanent residence was finally through, and I was happy. So I got a PR card. I had to remain there for 3 years, before I applied for my citizenship. After 3 years had elapsed, I think they also count the time that I had spent waiting for my permanent residence and being a permanent resident, and guess even like when I was just a visitor. So all that added up, when it got to 3 years, that's when I was eligible to apply for the citizenship, which I did, and then I got it like after, I can't remember the time frame, like after a few months. I just got the letter in the mail that I should go for an interview. I went for an interview, and the interview was very simple. Basically, they just ask you like everyday questions. So they asked me those questions, and I believe I did well, because as we are talking about right now, I got my citizenship. And then then I got my Canadian passport. At that time I was ready to go wherever I wanted. And so because we had been holding off traveling for a long time because of my documentation, therefore the first country I visited was obviously Zambia. And so from there, that's when we'd travel to different countries, and things were good. So let me talk about the different ways that you can use when you want to immigrate to Canada. You can get to Canada on a visitor's visa and apply to change it like I did. Another one that you could use is go as a skilled worker. You go as a skilled worker, you are already a permanent resident to Canada, I believe. You are allowed to work. Although I really think that you have to get a job offer in order for you to go as a skilled worker. Another one that you can use is being sponsored. If you have family in Canada that are permanent resident or citizens, they can sponsor you if you meet the criteria, if you meet the qualifications that they want. If you meet, and then the family can sponsor you. Actually, on that same family sponsor whatever, this is where the spouse sponsorship is as well. So the way James was a Canadian citizen, if we had chosen to go that route, James could have sponsored me. Well, he sponsored me, but I was already in Canada. I feel that when you are outside of Canada, it takes longer. We wanted to get things going fast as soon as possible, and that's why I got the visa. So I went to Canada as a visitor. In the meantime, we started applying for the permanent residence, and it worked out okay.
I just want to say, it's a sign of how much I cared for her. Even early on, I hired the best immigration lawyers in town. And
Yeah. And paid a lot of money.
yes.
Yeah. Thank you. If you have been through a similar situation, please be sure to comment down below. Let's have a discussion. Perhaps we can help someone else that's wanting to immigrate to Canada. Yeah. Another way you could go to Canada is to go there as a student. So you apply for your university or college or something like that. Once you're accepted, then you apply for a student visa, and yeah, once you are done with your university, your course, your college, or whatever you want to call it, you could, if you wanted to stay, to remain in Canada, you can go ahead and get a job there. And yeah, I don't know how it works because I didn't go as a student. Yeah, that's some of the ways that I know that you can use when you want to immigrate to Canada. All right, if you found this video informative, if I missed anything, please be sure to comment down below. And if you like this video, so I can make more videos like this, please like this video, share, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and thank you so very much for watching. We'll see you in my next video. This has been your girl Frida Tate. We'll see you in my next video. Bye now.